Stump Kitchen, gluten-free, vegan eats, Stumptastic treats.
Welcome to Stump Kitchen. This is my dear, lovely friend Mel, who is one of my co-conspirators almost, or like Lucky Finn project
ambassador,
co-troublemaker / ambassador.
Hey.
And we're gonna cook together, and you found us a rad recipe, so tell us, what are we making today?
Ooh, cool. So this recipe is for easy, spicy miso soup. This is my third time making this. Every time I've made it, it's like perfect and so easy to make.
I'm excited to see how this recipe is and cook with you too, because like obviously Stump Kitchen is all about like making cooking as accessible as possible. So I feel like this is just gonna inform that even more, and I can't wait to learn how you do stuff, etc.
Me too. Same too. I'm excited.
Yeah. Let's make some soups. I'm gonna lay out my mushrooms and start cutting them, I guess. Hey.
Yes, I'm about to do the same.
Wow.
Oh, I have a fancy knife if I can find it.
I love a fancy knife.
Oh my gosh, look at it.
And they kind of look like sand dollars.
Yes.
You know? Yeah.
Yes. Oh, sand dollars are so my thing.
Do you go to the ocean often?
Mm-hmm. In the summer.
In the summer.
Oh yeah. We live 5 minutes from the beach about, and I've always lived that close. It's always been like my safe place, you know?
Yeah.
Thinking about my approach to these mushrooms and how I'm gonna chop them today.
Yeah, let me know where you're at with that, like what's working.
All right, I'm gonna try this first with my hand, because that's how I know how to cut them. And when I made them before, you just wanna make them like bite-sized, because you're putting it in your soup. You can be as creative as you want to be in chopping these.
Great.
This is getting a little hard, so I might try it with this hand, the myoelectric. So yes, I use what's called a myoelectric prosthesis.
Yeah.
I know you probably know about it, but for everybody else, it is something that runs on muscle movement. So I'm moving my muscles to open and close it, which is really cool. I've been practicing for a long time, and it took me not that long to figure out. I mean, I had that kind of same thing going on when I had my actual hand.
Yeah.
So it's not too far from that.
Absolutely. Do you find like, because I used to have a myoelectric when I was younger.
You know that?
Yeah, but you know, I haven't worn one in a long time. Do you find that the muscle movements that you use to manipulate your hand and open it and close it and stuff, like echo the muscle movements that you feel like you were doing before, if that makes any sense? Like when you're
totally
doing this, does it feel like you're opening your hand, or is it totally different?
So mine is set to close. So actually, yes, it does for me. So I move and it opens, and then when I relax the muscle, it closes. So like if you think about it, like I guess closing a muscle kind of feels more like tension. So it's just, my brain just knows it's the opposite of that, but I think of it as like I'm flexing to open it. The wrist motion picks up through the muscles that are in the lower part of my 3 centimeters of my forearm.
I love that. So what other techniques would you use, do you think, like, or what other techniques have you used in the kitchen with your prosthetic? Oh, I'm seeing one right now.
Right now, I just put it in here. Other than like cooking, oh my gosh, wow, this is easy.
Holy!
Oh, I've been messing out on this. The thing that scares me is my fingers, but like so far it's okay. I turned it off so it's not gonna drop the knife. It's holding it there.
I see. Is this the first time you've used it in this exact way?
First time cutting mushrooms.
What? Oh my gosh, you're seeing it here first, folks, on Stump Kitchen. This is so exciting.
I feel like this is me every day. It's like, wow, I do that.
For you, like, because your amputation happened for you later in your life, so you're doing a lot of like learn as you go, stuff is new.
Yes.
So that must be kind of cool, I guess. You know, frustrating, I bet too, but also kind of cool.
It's a little bit of everything. It comes with like every emotion you could think of.
Absolutely.
So I feel like I've been through it all. I luckily have been able to go to therapy through all this. So I at least learned how to control my emotions in that way. But at the same time, like I just kind of take it in, and you know, I also teach yoga. So I know that not every day is going to be the easiest. There are hard days, and when that happens, I have my practice and I have things to remember. Last night I couldn't sleep, so I was like listening to a podcast on Buddhism and the teachings of that. So like I'm Jewish, but the teachings of Buddhism are pretty close to that of like yogic learning. So that's where I'm kind of widening my horizons. The next thing we have to chop up is the onion. So take your time, we're gonna get there. But I actually had my mom help me chop them up because for a while it was, first of all, they're smelly. I didn't want to smell like an onion. Don't tell her that.
You're like, thanks, Mom.
It took me a while to be okay with asking for help. And after a while, I just kind of accepted it because I realized, oh, wait, everybody needs help. At one point or another, it's not just me being disabled that makes people want to ask me for help. That's just how people function. It's been a really big like learning curve to not only learn how to do things adaptively like this, like chopping mushrooms, but also like learning how to treat myself and treat others.
That's so true. That makes so much sense. And I think it's so good to remember that the notions of disability and able-bodiedness, people go through so many different cycles in their lives given, you know, maybe illness or maybe an accident or maybe, you know, different mental health stuff like it. We all at some point, you know, go through those waves and will need different levels of help or support or whatever. So I think that's really important to keep in mind.
Yeah, it's, I think 20% of our population, according to the Ruderman Foundation, is made up of people with disabilities, and it is the only minority that anybody at any age can join at any time in their lives. The sooner you start to think about the way that you're treating people with disabilities, the better, because that could, like, not throwing threats out there, but that could be you someday as she holds a knife, wielding it in her prosthesis.
Heck yes, it's so true. I'm just cutting up some kale because I thought it might be fun to put kale on mine after. So I'm just cutting up a little bit of kale.
I have spinach, so I need to...
Oh, and I have sesame seeds. Randomly.
I think I have them too.
Yeah, so I thought that'd be kind of fun.
Sometimes I like adding at the end some garlic powder because I like garlic. Yeah, I'm a big fan of garlic. I think garlic should go on everything. This is a very durable hand. You can even wash this. I have washed this before. Usually use like hand sanitizer on it because hand sanitizer is fine. But every once in a while, I will put it under the sink to wash things, which is like, it blows my mind.
That's amazing.
It feels very wrong sometimes. All right, I have a whole, it's about a cup of mushrooms that I chopped.
Oh, good.
It might be more than what the recipe calls for.
Perfect. And I think I have roughly that amount too, so.
Cool. All right, so next, oh, and I'll show you my onion situation. So I'm on to my next chopped veggie, which is onions.
Okay.
Like I asked Mama Bear to help me with that just because I like them like longer. And if you look very closely at the way that I do my mushrooms, they're all different. I can't quite chop the same. So if it was like a uniform shape, it's just easier to ask for help for me.
Absolutely. I'm going to try to cut my onion like you.
Okay.
So I like, whenever I cut an onion, I love to keep the little butt intact here, and that helps it from falling apart. So if you cut an onion in half, like kind of lengthwise in the tail, then what I do is I hold the little butt end here kind of with my stump, or you don't actually even have to hold it if it's sturdy, and then I kind of cut along the natural lines of the onion. Okay. But I don't go all the way. I make sure I leave the tail intact. So kind of like this. And then when you get to the end, and you're kind of like doing like a rainbow formation-ish, and you can make them as thick or as thin as you want. And then when you are done, the whole thing is still held together. And then you can either chop it into tiny bits or just chop the tail off, and then you get it in these nice long pieces.
Oh my God, that's all I had to do.
Well, no, it's like onions are so, the way that they're built, they actually have like little tricks built inside them that people don't know about, but like that could be something you could try potentially that might help save some of that stress.
Good. Yeah, oh, I'd love that. I'm learning so many different things.
So what's next?
I think think we're ready to start cooking.
Okay. So do we cook on a frying pan and then put it in a pot?
I put it in a stock pot, so it's all one pot.
Oh, great. Okay, I have that too.
What is it called when you get all of your ingredients ready before you start cooking? There's a word for it.
It's a French word. Mise en place?
Sure.
Is that right?
I think, yeah, I learned about that on our show.
Did you? Oh!
So I'm going to mise en place and get my miso ready. And do you have tahini for your recipe? Because
Yes.
the first time I made this, I didn't have tahini. So I made it without.
I do have it, so I'm going to give it a try.
I actually still don't have tahini, but the last time I made this, I didn't have tahini and we used peanut butter and it is just as good.
Shut the door. That's an act of bravery. Yeah. I love that. How much miso does it call for?
So it depends how many people you're cooking for. For 4 people, it says half a cup of miso paste. And I haven't decided. I think I'll make this true recipe.
I'm just going to wing it. I'm just going to follow my heart and see what happens.
I'm going to do the same thing, actually.
Great.
So I have organic miso, and it's red miso, and that is like, I think it's one of the saltier misos. I think I might be making that up, but it is so delicious.
So good. Couldn't you just eat it like ice cream? Well, maybe not.
You?
No, I don't. So this is a great technique.
This is the first time I'm doing it.
The double spoon, very.
Oh yeah.
And what I would do is like spoon it out and then probably just use my stump to put it on something. But then I have the added bonus of getting the salty taste that I get to lick right off.
All right, I'm on to the tahini. Now the tahini is about half of this.
Okay.
All right, cool. So we're gonna start with, I have my stock pot. You got a stock pot.
Yeah.
You're gonna take your sesame seed oil, which the last time I made this, my dad was like, this is for garnish for later. And I'm like, according to Selena Gomez, I can use this. How much did it call for?
I'm just putting a lot in because it's so good.
It's so good. You know what? I'm doing the same. Turning it on, and I think it's on medium.
Okay. Sounds good.
So you're gonna add the onion to that.
Okay.
Oh, and I like to use a nice wooden spoon for this as I'm cooking. You're also gonna need some tongs.
Look what I got. Okay, wooden spoon and tongs, you say?
Yeah, and I think this should be good.
Ooh, I'm liking what I'm seeing here.
Thank you. All right, we're gonna turn it off so we don't drop it.
Well,
The arm is off.
oh!
Did we get hot and sweaty during this one?
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong.
We got a little prosthetic parts from that. Hey, here we go. Okay, cool.
I feel so honored that you're trying all these new techniques with me here. It means that you feel safe enough to do that, and I love that.
Yes. Oh, I'm definitely feeling it like more so than I might have been in the past because I've just like, accepted that it's new and it's funny and like nobody else knows what I'm going through other than the people who do know that. So like I just laugh at it because I have to.
Yeah, no, that's brilliant.
I'm relearning how to do all these things. It's not easy. It's hard stuff and we all react differently to hard stuff.
Absolutely.
And laugh is my way to do it. I don't hate it.
Remind me how long it's been since your amputation?
I'm coming up on 8 years this September.
Oh, 8 years. I don't know why I thought it was like so much less than that, but yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it feels less than that. It also feels like forever.
Yeah.
But like in a good way, you know, like
yeah.
Are your onions sizzling already?
Yeah, and they smell so good. Like that sesame oil. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. So since we're done with like all the preparations, I'm gonna go ahead and slide my hand off because right now it's just kind of hanging there.
Yeah. Yeah, get it off. My onions are getting really translucent and brown. I might put my mushrooms in.
Okay.
I think they're cooking pretty quick. Mushroom time.
All right, I think it's mushroom time for myself as well.
I put my lid on so it's a lot quieter now. You are somebody that I love very much, and I think that your just energy and like energy and just way of life, way of being is so cool. So tell me, like, what else do you do to find and experience joy in your life? Like you talked about yoga, and you and I still need to do a yoga practice together one day. I think that would be amazing. You can help me with some adaptations for that, for being on the mat. But what else do you do to find joy? Like, do you sing? Do you dance? Do you?
Yes.
Like, what else do you do in your life?
All of the above. I'm a what they call a triple threat. I act, I sing, I dance. Not to toot my own horn, that's just the way it is.
That's awesome.
Those are things that make me happy, yeah. And I'm trying to get a little flooring, like a square of a stage, so that I can tap dance on it at home.
Oh, that's such a good idea. Have I seen videos of you tap dancing before?
Yes. When I was in high school, I started, and just once, I feel like if riding a bike is easier than riding a bike, at least for me, because that's not easy. This says 2 to 3 minutes, and then you can add in your MISO.
MISO, okay.
So if you're after your MISO, it's MISO time.
MISO time.
Oh my gosh, wait for it.
I'm gonna have to add a bit of water, I think, because mine's already starting to like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Like,
peanut butter time, peanut butter time.
I usually just keep adding the oil because that's what I like.
Whew. Great, now we're at a good place.
Hey, I did it. Can't see what I'm doing.
Whoa, this is so good. Yeah, you're almost there. You're really close. Yep. Yes, it's in. And scoop.
Almost.
It's close.
Wait, well, so there's that one, and now I have the MISO.
That was fantastic.
I could have just done this. How I'm doing this is I have it under my forearm.
Oh yeah, there you go.
So this part is like almost like a roux. So you don't want it to break. You want it to keep the like texture. So you just have to watch it. So if you need to add water, you can.
Oh, I see. So, ooh, it's kind of creamy, kind of dreamy.
Pour in mirin to deglaze your pan. So the mirin's coming next. The bottom of mine is kind of breaking a little bit, so I might add a little bit more sesame seed oil. Don't tell my dad.
I might do that too.
Just going crazy with it.
This is very technical now and exciting.
I like to think of it as like you're coating your veggies in this yummy deliciousness.
Yes, which is exactly what's happening. I want to just show everyone this magic. Like, look how creamy and delightful that is. Yeah.
Does it say how much mirin we're using?
A couple splashes.
Oh, 2 tablespoons. So about that. Whatever you think is relatively 2 tablespoons.
Great.
1 tablespoon, and let's go 2.
Mel, I just drank some mirin, and
Yeah?
I 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Okay, yeah. Woo!
Shot.
It's like sweet and alcoholic, and it reminds me of what is that? Sake.
Yeah, like a sweet sake almost.
Yeah,
Is there
with
alcohol
vinegar.
in this? There's alcohol in it. It's made from rice alcohol.
I knew it.
Holy, the alcohol content is 10%.
We're gonna get a little tipsy. I think that's what's about to happen. Here, I'll even show you what mine's starting to look like.
Okay.
Can you
Oh hell yeah.
Oh. All right, so that's going. You're gonna want to prepare 8 cups of water because I think that's what's coming next. Alexis, how about you? What do you like to do that I might not know?
Oh, Well, I play ukulele. I teach a ukulele choir on the weekends.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah. Just use my little. I have a thumb on my stump. I use that as my pick. And ukuleles are such gentle ingredients, such gentle instruments that they don't hurt. Like they're, lighter and a bit more easy to handle. I just tasted it and it's so lovely. Holy crap.
Yes. Did you already cook your noodles?
Yes.
Said? Oh, that was fine. Yay! It's almost soup time.
Oh, this smells so good. This smells so good, yeah.
Oh, I've got eggshell all over me. But Alexis, I got my egg.
Ooh, beauty.
It's got like a little runny part.
Love that. That's gonna look so beautiful. And I've got my avocado ready. I've got some sesame seeds and my kale.
You know what it is? It's soup time.
Yeah, it's soup time. So I have my noodles in the bowl, which are, I've got like a mix of like rice-based penne and little animals. So, I mean, you do what you gotta do when you don't have noodles in the house.
It's my bag of spinach.
Ooh! How are you gonna get into that?
I am not sure. I'm gonna use my kitchen scissors.
Yeah.
So, this is my first time making vermicelli. I have eaten it many times though.
Yes. It's amazing how fast it cooks.
I gotta get a bowl for my soup now. It's time.
It's gonna be so. Oh, I just opened my hot sauce and it squirted me in the face. But not the eyeball.
How rude.
I know.
Here we go. I'm gonna drop them in.
Okay, and then I'm gonna pour my soup over my noodles too.
I forgot about that. I was like, wait. I was about to drop it in the big pot, but I got my ladle. Oh my gosh. Does yours have like a little bit of foam on the top?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, mine's got some foam going. It looks super yummy.
I'm gonna add my toppings too.
Yeah.
A little bit of this. And a little bit of this. I cannot wait to show you this. It's so beautiful.
All right, you ready?
Yeah. Hang on.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Let me do this so you can actually.
Oh, wow. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you helped me make this.
Scrumptious. You made that.
Let me see yours.
I'm going to put my egg in. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Do you see it?
Gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
Gorgeous. Oh, it's so red.
Oh, wow.
I love that color.
Right? That red miso. Oh my gosh. I love. Here, I'll pick it.
So, so good. Okay, now the first bites together.
Got my spoon. Cheers.
Cheers. Yay.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh
You did it.
my gosh. I can taste the mirin, that beautiful sweetness, and I have not had a shiitake mushroom in I don't even know how long, but these are fantastic. I get why you've made this a lot, like it's so good.
And it's winter, it's cold, it's hearty because it's got the mushrooms in it, so it really like, ooh. I love the egg in this soup though.
Okay, I just gotta say, like, you have changed my life. This is so delicious, so
And how
simple.
easy was it?
Yeah, it's beautiful, simple. The flavor, it's like takeout, but like in the comfort of your own home without having to like internet or dial anyone. It's just so good. And also just like, thank you for showing me how you roll in the kitchen. Like I love learning from others. I love like working with other folks with limb differences, and you're just so rad. And this is really, really nice. And I can't wait to cook with you again. Maybe we'll try something.
You get to pick the recipe. You pick the recipe.
Okay, I will do that.
Yeah.
That sounds really, really good.
Thank you for having me. My first time.
And let us know where we can find more of you.
Cool. I'm on all the social medias. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Where's Waldman? Oh, and my website is my full name, MelanieRiveraWaldman.com.
And I'll link all of those to the page and down below so people can find you. And for you folks, if you haven't already, I'd love it if you subscribe to Stump Kitchen on YouTube. You can also support Stump Kitchen on Patreon if you want to. And thanks again so much for being here, for watching and cooking along with us if you did. And yeah, we'll see you next time on Stump Kitchen. Bye!
Thanks. Thank you, Alexis.
Mwah. Tell me a little bit about some of the cool designs that you've been making for your prosthetic.
Oh, yeah.
I've been seeing some great, cute videos on those.
So this one's my Lisa Frank hand. Usually if I'm cooking, I'll take them off just because I don't know how they do with like different weather situations. But yeah, I started designing that, and then my O&P said, oh, how about a clear arm? And I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. And then he's like, how about one that lights up? And I was like, yep, that's for me. Yeah, and every time I wear it, I don't know, it just makes me smile. So the next one that I'm doing is gonna be a mandala. So like a really pretty, yeah. Before COVID, I was very much like, here, take it, because I wanted people to see what it's like. They have so many questions about how do you open and close it, and I usually show them, if you can see it here, there's a touchpad, and like you just touch that and you can control it. But now that COVID's a thing, I'm a little bit less keen on just handing my arm to people. The little one is coming to the kitchen. Let's see if I can get her.
Hi, baby. Oh, hi. Are you the cutest pup? Are you the cutest pup? Hi, baby.